long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff, you guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And they'll accept that penalty. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Bears 0. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 551, 551. 575. Go.
Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, this will look to throw on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that flag accepted.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be raw. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Only one Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, the one everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Bears of Brooklyn. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. Velus Jones now from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Fields now to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. The Bears at 2-13 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here we go. Good. EQ.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Here we go.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion, Buffalo 18.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, here's Willis. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now Willis. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Hey, Ken.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
60 Maverick.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Moon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They start the drive with White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Capture 11. Capture 11. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Now Willis. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Bears nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his team.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here we go, son.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 3rd down and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Shedding the tackle. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
1st down, here's White. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they'll change things up.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18, Pioneer.
The 2nd down throw by Willis. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Willis will look to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. From his own end zone, Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Ready, break! 19 Lions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw, Willis. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, here's Willis. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Timberwolves. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Again, Willis to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And now they'll shift things around. Play action. Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Seven Pirates. 60 Mavericks.
Here's Willis. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rachaad White in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Come on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Trap 60. Panther 11. Go.
They'll start with the option. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now Willis to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bears nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, Simon.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, Moon. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Moon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Here's Willis.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To throw, here's Willis.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are pouring it on.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bears nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Fields now to throw. That pass complete to Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On first down, it's Fields. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11.
To the air again, Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Willis.
He's got his man. It's White. Touchdown. Rashad White. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bears nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
26-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
West right zip.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Rachaad White, 43 yards.
And the Vikings extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go,
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. Runs up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Easy. Yep. Hey, 10. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
You got a mini basic. Why not? Extend. Right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
A good pickup there, 22. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Panther 60.
Read option. This is White. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
18 Rattler.
Willis looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On second down, Moon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Fields changing the play.
Go.
They'll run on first down. Moon able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Go jump. Ready? Hey, Can. It's all right.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On third down, Moon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
On fourth down, Fields. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Check smash, Mustang 19. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
18, Pioneer.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bears 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner.